one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Tolzien. Gets it out quickly. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cougars are rolling down the field. The quick out. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Hand off from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Carney. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. To the air, it's Sampson. Oh, he makes the catch. There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Sampson. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Scott. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Thanks to grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. With jet sweep pass. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 32.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Tolzien. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Trojans are on the move. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's their assault. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Sampson. It's complete on the right side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs it in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Running it to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He leaves it with his back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Darrisaw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened
there. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Tolzien. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Tolzien. Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the up.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down. They'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Might be calling a hot route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a gap. It's Dalton. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Timeout.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cougars will boot it away to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Trojans head quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt, eat it on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Bitonio. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's down to 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to pass. It's Sampson. Rushes on him. Quarterback gets past the marker. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Dalton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will keep it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, USC.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Try to barge their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Dalton. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He's got the tight end. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 25 over Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Sampson. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got fourth in California.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Houston wants to play fast.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Third and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not let...
He's got it, first down and more. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Another first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the grab on the left side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sampson. He's going for the big play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage. Intercepted, number 19.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Fowler. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running the red zone. It's Dalton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Tolzien. And he got smacked just as he released a pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Carney. Crosses the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Tolzien. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.